The lazy, hazy days of summer. Time to just kick back and relax, watch the clouds move across the sky, feel the cool green grass beneath your toes, and smell the flowers. But up here on the roof?
This episode of Sky Gardens is brought to you by Greenroofs.tv and Red Ham Productions. Sponsored in part by Greenroof Blocks.
As we all look for ways to tread lighter on the earth, sustainable design is really hot right now. And some of the hottest design trends around are green roofs and green walls. Green as in the color? Well, sometimes. Green as in eco-friendly? Always. But we're talking about the living kind of green here. Welcome to Sky Gardens. I'm Velazquez, your host. Come with me as we begin our journey to explore the organic architecture of green roofs and visit exciting projects from across the world. I'm a green roof designer, but you may know me better as publisher of Greenroofs.com, the international green roof industry's resource and online information portal. We publish the Green Roof Projects Database, the Green Roof Directory, the Green Roofs of the World Calendar Series, and now Greenroofs TV. We're going to begin our series starting in the U.S., here in Alpharetta, Georgia, in one of my own designs, the beautiful and award-winning Rock Mill Park. But first, for those of you who are newcomers to green roofs, here are some basics you should know. Basically, green roofs are engineered vegetated roof covers with plants and growing media, or the engineered soil, taking the place of a regular concrete, tile, or shingle roof. All roofs are designed to shed water and keep the building dry, right? Well, green roofs are no different. The most important aspect is that they are living, breathing roofs planted with many types of vegetation. Green roofs have been around in various forms since the fabled hanging gardens of Babylon, through Scandinavian sod homes, to the elaborate Rockefeller Center roof gardens built in the 1930s. The birthplace of modern-day green roof technology is Germany, where these engineered systems were developed and have been tested for over 35 years, and where there's a lot of government support too. So imagine a lasagna-like layered system of materials covering the roof, engineered to keep the roof watertight and create an environment for plants to thrive. Here are a few representative material sections for a typical conventional or built-in-place green roof. These are complete systems for one-stop shopping where the companies offer warranties, but you can also custom design one too, specifying the individual components. The number of layers and the placement vary from system to system and green roof type, but at the very least, all green roofs include a single to multiply waterproofing layer over the roof deck, drainage, a filter fabric, growing media or the engineered soil, and the most exciting part, the plants. Another way to create a green roof is with a modular system, which are individual trays set side by side on top of a watertight roof. Another modular option for planting a roof is to use very lightweight, thin mats, which are fully vegetated with low-maintenance sedum and moss plants. They arrive rolled up and are installed like sod. There are advantages to all types of systems, hybrids, and custom designs. And in terms of design, there are two main types of green roof assemblies: extensive and intensive, although a green roof is often designed with features of both. Also called eco-roofs, extensive green roofs are thinner, lighter, and less expensive. They are used when the primary desire is for an ecological roof cover with no or limited human access. Extensive green roof plants must be high heat, drought, wind, and frost tolerant, self-regenerative in nature, and overall have low maintenance requirements. Typical plants are alpine ground covers like succulents and some flowering herbs, bulbs, grasses, and mosses. Media depths range from 1 inch up to about 6 inches, and saturated weights start at about 17 pounds per square foot. Generally, extensive green roofs can be installed on slopes up to about 30 degrees, although there are green roofs with much higher pitches. Intensive green roofs, on the other hand, are more intricate and lush, and much heavier and deeper. They look more like a traditional roof garden because they are built on relatively flat roofs and a much wider variety of plants can be used, like flowering shrubs, vegetable gardens, and even trees. Architectural accents like waterfalls, ponds, and all sorts of recreational areas are possible with an intensive green roof system, and of course initial costs and maintenance requirements will be higher. Green roofs are a form of low-impact development and mitigate the negative effects of a building's footprint by somewhat recreating the lost green space at roof level. Green roofs are used as stormwater management and act like sponges by absorbing rainwater, slowing and cooling it down, as well as releasing cleaner runoff. They create a healthier environment by filtering air and binding dust particles, absorbing CO2 and other pollutants, and lowering ambient temperatures, which then lowers the urban heat island effect with living, breathing plants through photosynthesis and evapotranspiration. Since living roofs are covered with engineered soil and plants, they keep the area under them cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, reducing both heating and cooling energy consumption and costs. And because materials are buried, the green roof protects structural elements from UV rays and wind and temperature fluctuations, which in turn helps to double, triple, or more the life of the roof. So maintenance and avoidance costs are also avoided. Another major benefit is that planted roofs reintroduce flora and fauna into the concrete jungle and supply nesting and habitat areas for displaced and endangered birds and other wildlife. They also provide acoustical insulation and noise suppression and even reduce glare. Also, think of the marketing and goodwill opportunities for companies and governments who lead the way with ecological design. And very importantly, green roofs create new real estate by taking advantage of the usually forgotten and unused fifth facade of a building, its roof. So now let's get back to Rockville Park in Alpharetta. Just where in the green roof world is that? Alpharetta is a northern suburb of Atlanta, and it's celebrating its 150th year after its founding, back when it was originally known as New Prospect Campground. It was later renamed Alpharetta after the Greek alpha meaning first and retta meaning city. Originally inhabited by the Cherokee, this countryside provided excellent farming land, and the Rockville Park area had never been developed prior to the few structures that are now found on site. We stopped by City Hall to speak with Mayor Arthur Lectus about the greening of Alpharetta.
I think one of the city's goals, the major goal, is to become a green city. We're implementing a number of things, such as we have just finished our environmental park. We're trying to save trees. Our comprehensive plan calls for the saving of trees. We have a tree commission. We are trying to recycle a number of things, and our recycling program with our vendor BFI is becoming great. We are a model, or should be a model, for greenery, and I think we are becoming that.
I've been involved with this site and this project since 1999 when I did my 12-week internship with the city of Alpharetta, as required to get my Bachelor's of Landscape Architecture. Woohoo! Go dogs! Anyway, I conducted historical research on the ownership of this 20-acre site and found the original owner to be a full-blood Cherokee Indian named Sidawaki. In fact, I have various historical documents from the early to mid-1800s to prove this. So when it came time for me to choose my senior project, I naturally chose this site.